today, y'all. So we've gotten like 3 or 4 DoorDash orders so far, including this one right here. We got $25.50 for 11.5 miles. 6 items at Snooks, two items at Home Depot. Spoiler alert, I'm not taking this. Too many miles. But it's a lot of shopping orders out here. It's just that they all pretty bad. Like, what is going on? Let me show y'all what I done seen so far. I'm sitting right here at Chick Salad Chick. I was like, you know what? I'm right here by Chick-fil-A. They probably gonna send me a few orders. And they did. $29, 19 miles, 5 items at Target, 1 item Home Depot. Then they sent me $15, 9.7 miles, 6 items at Snooks. They sent me another one in between this one. I didn't screenshot that when I was watching the YouTube video, but then they sent me this one, $25.50, 11 miles. Now, this ain't necessarily a super slow time of day, but it's Saturday. Like, I ain't trying to... I just put 50 bucks in the gas tank, literally. Just put 50 in the gas tank to fill this mug up. So, you know, I do want to make 25 of it back. But, man, for that amount of miles, you know, that's a 20-mile round trip. So, it's like really going to eat until... Let me see. Let me just go ahead and put it in perspective. I got 313 miles of range. You see the miles per gallon I'm getting, not great. Let's throw this thing in the eco mode because, listen, we need everything we can get back. We in eco mode. But, look, we got 313 miles on this full tank. 11 of them going down the drain one way. That's going to put me right at, 302 miles. And then another 11 and a half back. Now that $25 ain't looking so sweet because I'm realistically trying to make that same $25 in that same amount of time, about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm trying to make that same amount of money in way less miles. Really, I'm trying to make it in like 3 or 4 miles total. And the way you do that is multi-app. You don't always get lucky, but 15 for 4 miles, 16 for 4 miles. You know what I'm saying? 17 for 5 miles. You know, we can work. We can make something happen, but 2 customers, $25. 2 customers, 11 miles. That's where it starts to get hectic right there. You can't make money when gas is this high and you taking orders like this, in my opinion. Now, if you taking orders like this, you got an EV or something. Okay, your charging costs is way down. I get it. Now you can be profitable on an order like this. Maybe you got a teleporter. Maybe you can just do the order, teleport right to the customer. You can be profitable on an order like this. Gas prices don't mean nothing to you. But if you out here and you trying to make some money in an SUV like me, look at that. I just lost some fuel economy just sitting there. Yeah, you got to take more profitable, better miles to money ratio oriented orders. Let's see what this is. That's rough right there. That's rough. We got $12.85, 11 miles. Shout out to all my new dashers out there. So what I will say about this is at least they give you a little bit of extra time to decide if you even want to take the order or not. They used to give you 70 seconds, if you can even believe it. Now, when it's a stacked order, they give you 10 extra seconds. So you get 40 seconds. Listen, this order is even worse than the one that was just on screen. It's half the money, the same amount of miles. It might even be going damn near to the same customer. The point is, you as a dasher at $4.50 per gallon, $5 per gallon, you ain't making money on an order like this. Now, maybe you in California, maybe you get like a little Prop 22. I don't know. Maybe maybe you got some type of minimum pay requirements in your city or your state for DoorDash might help out on the back end. But in the moment, that don't do nothing for you. And really, we shouldn't be servicing these customers anyways because it ain't profitable, even when gas ain't this high, but especially while gas is this high. DoorDash still making a service fee, they delivery fee, they getting all their money. But we need to make sure we making profits on these orders. Now, I know all my veterans, all my OGs, y'all already know what's up. This ain't no news to y'all, but still, to see the orders coming through in real time so you can make that educated decision, it makes all the difference. Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna say, hey, you could have took that $25 order, got it knocked out and been back. But the miles, I'm only getting 313 on a full tank. Why you ain't out on the scooter? Well, you know what? 11-mile deliveries ain't getting done on the scooter. You know, and if an 11-mile order come through and it happens to be 45 or 50 bucks, trust me, I have seen them before, then I want to be able to facilitate that order. And plus, look, you see the raindrops dropping right now. It's 74 degrees out here, but the raindrops just started. Because, you know, it ain't no reliable weather for me to just be busting out the scooter. It's the perfect weather for me to be knocking out some $30 to $40 orders that require maybe a little bit of shopping, a little bit of, a little bit of time, and we making that money. So look, I'm gonna check back. We y'all seen the first few orders I got so far. Haven't taken any. You see $0 on the tally. I'm gonna check back once we get the very next order that came in. $6.25, 6.8 miles, Panda Express. I mean, it's going down the highway. I can at least say that. So it's got something good going for it. This time of day, Panda Express, they suck at nighttime. They really do. Once you get past lunchtime, yeah, they pretty much suck. So you're gonna be spending probably about 10 minutes in there waiting on this order, another 12 minutes delivering it, and then another 12 minutes coming back. 30 minutes to make $6.25, guys. We not having it. Well, I thought we was getting somewhere with the orders, but I guess not. We got $6.50 for 3.7 miles at Save on Liquor. They saving on a whole lot of stuff, especially that tip. You ain't getting no alcohol for $6.50. I don't even do alcohol orders. To each his own. But my thing is, if I'm doing an alcohol delivery and I gotta scan the customer's ID, I need at least $10. I done did some for $9, but really $10 is gonna be my minimum, because the good customers, the generous customers, they already gonna tip you about $9 or $10, and it's gonna be a $12 order anyways. Let me know what your minimum is for alcohol deliveries, because when you do alcohol deliveries, you more likely to run into scamming customers trying to get free stuff, report the stuff never came. I ain't got time for that. Let me know if you take that kind of chance for $6.25, because I ain't doing it. Now, it looks like we got a nice little hot zone cranking. Let's see how long it take me to get one respectable order. Look, we got a Walmart right there. Let's check out them gas prices. $4.27 at Walmart. And Walmart give you a discount too. So that's saying something right there. If they charging $4.27, it's probably $4.39 at the gas station across the street. I don't know if my Zoom can make it all the way over there. Let me see. Ooh, I see 89. That better not say 4.89. If that say 4.89, we is cooked, y'all. Yeah, but it's 4.27 at this Walmart. Maybe that's the diesel price. All right, we got $11.25 for 3.7 miles. So this miles to money ratio is okay. You getting 3-to-1 miles to money ratio, and the item count is 10 items. Now, 10 items ain't a lot at Snooks. It really ain't. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it is, but I'm looking for something better, y'all. This ain't a bad order, but I'm very picky. Right now, I'm picky. On a Monday morning, Monday afternoon, I might not be as picky. But right now, I only want the best of the best orders. That was an okay order. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Was that a great order? A basic order? I mean, obviously, excuse me. Obviously, it wasn't $11 for 11 miles with 30 items, so it wasn't a bad shopping order. But let me know, would you have taken that? I'm holding off. I might not be making the right decision, but we're gonna see. It's all a game of chance out here when you declining orders that could be accepted. That was an acceptable order, I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like I need more. I'm a little greedy, y'all. I feel like I need more. $5.75, 6.7 miles at Papa John's. When it comes to your pizza spots, you can get some great orders coming out of there. Shout out to Papa John's. You see I got my Papa John's bag right there ready to go. But that's not the point. The point of this is, when a customer order from this far away, they more likely to have placed the order through the Papa John's app. That's why the delivery distance is so high. Either the Papa John's app or the Papa John's website. Now, they could have placed this through DoorDash, but typically they know they not right next to Papa John's. They know that. So typically the pizza orders be a little bit better than that. So, I wouldn't take a chance on that one. Some people like to take chances on pizza orders, and you might potentially get a cash tip. It's a chance. If it's all base pay, if that $5.75 is 100% base pay, you got a higher chance of getting the cash tip. But it might be like $1 or $2 tip on that order for that distance, and that's not good. So for me, that's gonna be a no. Let me know if you're taking that order though. We're gonna sit here and be patient. If you was watching my live stream last night, you'll see I was patient. I waited probably 20-25 minutes before I got an order. And then it ended up being a $25 order. Got it done quick. Ended up still making $30 that hour. Kept the miles low. I was happy. And I got me some juice in this Stanley cup, so I ain't even got to spend no money on nothing to drink. Even though they do got some brand new sushi up in that Walmart, I'm chilling. Woo! Estimated time 2 to 6 minutes. I'm right down the street from this Snooks right here. I'm really wanting to get a shopping order. I'm not opposed to doing a food delivery order, but if I can get a shopping order that can carry me over to the next hour, you know, good cash flow, good miles to money, I'm happy. That's what the name of the game is. Not the $2 special. Golly. $2.35, y'all. 3.8 miles at Applebee's. Golly. Nah, they tripping. I can't do it. No, sir. $5.45 at New China. I don't even know if we can see it from here. Let's see. Is that New China right over there? Yes, sir. It surely is. $5.25, 7.4 miles. Drivers, we do not take orders like this. This is called an upside down order. It's paying less amount than the miles it's asking you to drive. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. We ain't doing it. You know, the sad part is, I say the sad part, but it's not really sad because it's a good thing. The sad part is, somebody out there taking these orders. Now, it ain't finna be me. And hopefully it's not you either, because the thing is, when you taking those orders, not only is you encouraging the customer to keep doing bad behavior, first and foremost, but you ain't making no money. You ain't making no money on an order like that, y'all. So, especially to my new drivers, I know I done said this a million bajillion times, but if you do nothing else, do not take orders like that. $5 for 7 miles should never happen. So check it out. When a good order come through, you will be happy that you declined all this trash. And also, if you know, use that DoorDash glitch. That way you can get your acceptance rate up without having to do the most. And then if you want to, you know what I'm saying, get it in like that, you good to go. You ain't even got to worry. But don't take orders like that. That's the thing you want. Listen. God damn, these orders suck. This that same Applebee's order too. Matter of fact, this is both of those same orders. This the Applebee's order that we just declined, and the New China order we just declined. Damn, you got to put two bad orders together to barely make it a good order. That's the $6 order and the $2 no tip order at Applebee's. Good God. Good God, y'all. But see, when they start sending them orders like that, that's when the algorithm begins to get desperate. So you know something good about to come through. $23.45, 10.2 miles. Listen, it ain't even a lot of items. And that's a good spot to pick up from. And honestly, this order could go up because the miles to money ratio is 2 to 1. But that's still gambling. I'm not doing it because I already told y'all. It's like I said at the beginning of this video. We're not doing 10-mile deliveries for this payout. $40 is a better payout with gas prices the way they is. I'm not taking it. I'm gonna let that time out. Now here's a little trick. I'll share a little trick with you. Say you accept the order, right? No, scratch that. Say your order come through on the phone, right, and you don't accept it. You let it time out like that. If they send it back to you, it could have more money on it. Not because you didn't decline it, but because they could show you more of the tip. So if we get that situation, maybe they show me like $30, I'll take it then. $30 for 10 miles, I'll take it. Because then it'll have a chance to go up. But for $23, if they send it back to me, it only say 25, I'm not taking it. Because then they only show me $2 more bucks, it ain't going up really no more than that. But if they show me 30, then I'll take that order. But it's only 4 items on that shopping order. Unless they ordered, you know, 70, 80 bucks worth of food from that other restaurant, then it's not a high chance of that order going up to no 30 bucks. So we just gonna keep being patient. Bada bing, bada boom. This probably the best it's gonna get right here. This the best it's gonna get. You got $21.15, 1.9 miles, 25 items. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like the item count. I don't. But it ain't no alcohol, so that's good. If it was alcohol, that 20 bucks wouldn't be enough, because if you get all these items and alcohol, that's extra work. But if you just getting a grocery list, that's at least a $15 tip on this order. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. So look, you've seen it right there. This is how you do your order selection. You know, we've been on this video for what, 13 minutes? And in that 13 minutes, we declined quite a bit of orders. But it's probably it's like 10 to 15 other dashers out right now that's on 10-mile deliveries. to make either, stop talking while I'm trying to educate the dashers. It's probably 10 to 15 dashers out there who took those orders that I declined, and they're gonna be driving 20-mile round trips. Some of them took 10-mile drives. They're gonna be doing 10-mile round trips. Some of them took 7-mile orders. They're gonna be doing 14-mile round trips. Guess how many miles I got on my shopping order? 1 mile. And then check this out. That ain't even the best part. Look what they doing. They are sending me an additional $9.78 for 4 items. So I can go ahead and make this a $30 hour. I'm only gonna drive, what, 5 miles total. You know what? I'm probably gonna go ahead and knock that out. Even though I normally don't even take add-ons that's, you know, going an additional 5 miles. But since my original order only going 1 mile, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. So now I got 2 customers. One customer got 25 items. One customer got 4 items. This 4-item Snooks customer right here is probably one of them orders I declined earlier that they stacked. But again, it ain't no alcohol. So I'm gonna go ahead and make me 30 bucks. You know what I'm saying? In less than an hour. It's gonna be less than an hour because we spent 15 minutes declining orders. I'm gonna be up in here shopping for about maybe like 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna be delivering a total distance of 5 miles. A total distance of 5 miles. And I might have to drive 5 miles back to get an order, but I probably won't though, because it's probably gonna be something I can pick up right over there that bring me back down here. But even if I don't and I drive them 5 miles back down here, I'm still winning. Why? Because I put 50 bucks in the gas tank. I'm about to make 30 of it back, and I ain't going on no damn 10-mile excursion. That's why I'm winning. So look, I'm about to head up in this Snooks. It's right here. Head up in here, shop these little 25, 30 items. And I catch y'all in the next one, man. But remember, stay profitable, miles to money ratio. I know these gas prices kicking y'all ass out there. They kicking my ass too. But guess what? You got to know how to do this so you can make it through this. And you can make it, you know what I'm saying, to when gas prices get low again. I know they high right now. Shit, some of y'all out there high too. I know it. I ain't said nothing, but I know you out there high. I'll see you in the next video with your high ass.